was approached by Khechikyan, who is one of the members of the QuarterTone, I think a couple of years ago. It was a very unexpected message that I received online. He was asking me if I'm an Armenian composer, if I speak Armenian, and then we started talking, and we kind of developed this idea that it would be really nice to he invited me to come as a composer in residence here in Dilijan, in the QuarterTone residence, and also to give workshops for the students of the Yerevan Komitas Conservatory. So it was a really kind of an organic relationship that came very unexpectedly. And yes, I definitely hope that we can continue this relationship and to develop also further projects in the future. As a composer, I studied in Lithuania, but I guess my formative years were really in The Hague, in the Netherlands. The Hague's conservatory has been historically a really well-known place for really exciting experimental and new music, starting from really the 60s and 70s with people like Luis Andriusen and Khechikyan's ensemble. So there's still this tradition that carries on in kind of writing this music that's really based on do-it-yourself philosophy, be it with ensembles or composers or actually making music. So I feel like I really kind of center myself in that tradition as well, and these type of composers are also very interesting and also formative for my own practice. You know, this kind of idea of kind of performing music myself. I play a lot of like live electronic music or live audio-visual music. So this idea of kind of really figuring out your scene yourself and making the best of the situation that there is, I think that's really kind of a The Hague school thing. So. Three composers that were really important for me. Wow. I think Eliane Rodique, that would be my first choice. Her drone music is just from another planet. I can't hear enough of it. It really influenced my way of seeing time. That time doesn't have to be fast. Time can really kind of extend, and you can still have all these kind of micro focuses inside of the music, even in a big scope. I think the second composer would be Robert Ashley. That was another amazing discovery for me. It really changed the way I kind of, relate to music, relate to music making, that music doesn't have to make big statements. It actually is a statement on its own. It says a lot of things that don't have to be said in other ways or other languages. Third composer, that's interesting. Can we settle for something like Gesualdo or Rihanna? Somewhere in between those two? No, I'm joking, I don't know. Favorite things are really hard. I'm really happy to always discover kind of all new voices and new local scenes and new new composers. So I'm not sure if these are really important for me, the kind of influences. It's more about discovering particular scenes or particular, exciting new places. Like, for instance, I just did with Armenian new music scene. Well, I guess I definitely knew the classics of Armenian music and culture, like the Komitas or Khechikyan, Terterian, all these kind of, the major composers. However, I was really happily surprised to meet all these students and to see their really new approaches to making music. It's very clear that they have a lot of talent, and they're working with very exciting ideas, and I hope they can kind of find ways of how to perform them and bring them out to the more international community, to kind of really bring these new voices in, because in one way, these voices that, at least from the students that I've met today, they're very new and they feel very fresh. On the other hand, they also feel kind of really, they have something very specific to Armenian music, you know. It might be like some subtle things like character or certain things, but it's really a unique combination of something really contemporary and something also really based in some local scene. So I hope that they have a chance to kind of bring it out more to an international scene as well.